What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I was watching a recent episode of Road Tripping, right, with Kendrick Perkins and I forgot the other guy name. But anyway, they were talking about Charlotte Hornets, right? And the question was, is the Charlotte Hornets a threat now in the East? Now, as the way I see the things with Charlotte Hornets, I think they're starting to like it's almost like the coach is starting to have like a culture change, right? He got them playing real basketball now, or he's trying to get them at least to the point where they're playing real basketball. And so what I mean by that is like shot selection, he want them to improve their shot selection, improve on defense, and just basically play basketball the way the game is supposed to be played. And the first move towards like one of the first moves that the coach made towards doing that was to put LaMelo Ball on the bench, allow him to come off of the bench once he sees, like what the team need, and then he has an understanding of, where he can help the team out when he come, get on the court. So I didn't see benching LaMelo Ball. I didn't see that so much as punishment as much as I did like just making him earn his spot, like and just making him a better player. Like so his shot selection, in my opinion, is just crazy. Um, that step back 3-pointer early in the shot clock, that's just crazy. Turnovers, ball handling, just not really protecting that ball. So the coach there, man, is just really just trying to change the like I say, trying to change the culture. And when you play basketball the way it's supposed to be played, it just makes you a better team, a better team. Even if you don't have the talent that other teams have, it just makes you more competitive. You don't especially if you protect that basketball, play defense and you rebound, it just makes you a better team. Now, once you get the talent, then that's a level you step up even a higher level. But if you play basketball the right way, which I think that coach is just trying to change the culture and get them to play basketball the right way. I think this is good for the team and especially LaMelo Ball. If you want to have a long, successful career in the NBA, you have to constantly be getting better. And for a while, this league has gotten to the point where guys were shooting the ball, shooting, taking crazy shots, not protecting the ball, don't play any defense, and they was getting away with a lot. I think the NBA is changing, is going back to the way it was. And so uh the guys who can't make that adjustment to this NBA, they won't be able to play because that's it's getting back to what real basketball was.
I don't think I
After you sat down with Connie?
who would have thought we'd be talking about the Charlotte. Honestly, it really started after I had a good conversation with Con Knipple and just basically told him how to be a great leader and for him to be outstanding and just lead the organization. And upon that conversation, it's really kind of set the tone inside their organization. But no, this is the thing.
All right, before Richard Jefferson, that's the guy. Richard Jefferson say anything about the team. He mentioned Knipple, right? I like this guy Knipple. I knew that Knipple was going to really be good. It reminds me of the guy. What's the guy that the Lakers drafted with Bronny, man, out of Tennessee? What was his name? And I think Charlotte wanted him. What was his name? Damn, I forgot. But he's not like the Lakers just ruining that guy's career, man. This guy can ball too. He went ahead of Bronny James in Los Angeles, but anyway, Knipple wound up getting, going to Charlotte. If I think of his name, I'm gonna bring it back up, man, because this guy can ball, and their game are similar. Knipple and the guy that's in what's his name? The guy that's in Los Angeles he got drafted before Bronny, but in the same year.
You had Con Knippel, you have Miles Bridges, you have Brandon Miller. Like, you have legit, especially with him coming out as a rookie at Con, and you see the shooting, legit sniper level shooting. So it's like you got that. You got two athletic wings that are both 20-point a game level scorers, and you have a point guard. They were underachieving. They were, so call it what you want. They were underachieving in the first half of the season. LaMelo.
Well, I agree with Richard Jefferson. And the reason why they were underachieving is because they weren't playing basketball the way the game was supposed to be played. And that's what that proves my point right there. Like, the coach is changing that culture. They had, these NBA teams, not just Charlotte, but across the league, you just got these guys they playing hero basketball. They're not taking care of the basketball. They're taking ill-advised shots. They're not playing defense. It's a whole lot of teams in the NBA that are underachieving.
Had been injured. They couldn't get a rhythm. There's a lot of those things, but now they look like the team that they should be. This is closer to the team that they should be. You have two 20-point a game scoring wings. You have an elite shooting sniper. Most of those teams are 500 teams. And now they're starting to play closer to that level.
I was wrong.
Well, about which one? Pick one. Which topic?
5% out of 100 times that I'm wrong, I was wrong this time.
He said 5%.
The Hornets. The Hornets.
He was wrong about the percentage too.
No. Fuck yourself. The Hornets, right? What happened is Coach Charles Lee laid the foundation and those guys has bought in. The coach is there. And now they figured it out. See, some guys getting their feelings and they take it personal, right? That they can't accept coaching.
Don't take it personal. Take it with you.
Yeah, that part. But they take it personal. And what I'm witnessing is the biggest thing is that him and LaMelo Ball are on the same page. And shout out to LaMelo Ball, because there's a lot of people, including myself, was one of them, was saying that he needs to get out of there. He was like, nah, Charlotte is my place I want to be. And he took the coaching, accepted it, and now they're having fun. Like, all the videos that are circulating when he's running into Charles Lee, running into the locker room, ran in that bitch with a hard hat on the other day. Like, those are the things right there. I'm like, yeah, okay, they get it.
It's people don't.
All right, so Big Perk mentioned LaMelo Ball, right? And let me tell you why I think LaMelo Ball has said that, he want to stay in Charlotte. When you look at what happened, what's going on with Ja Morant, then you got Trae Young. Those guys, like, they just got, Trae Young got traded. Don't nobody really want Ja Morant. So if you're a point guard in the NBA and you're not producing, your value will drop, right? And because the point, there's so many point guards that can, replace you. That's the toughest position, in my opinion, on the court. Like, it's the most competitive. Let me say that it's the most competitive position because you got so many guys at that height, and the point guard, like, their skill levels is just crazy with ball handling and shooting and knowing how to shoot over the big men and knowing angles and stuff like that. As a point guard, you get at the NBA level, your game got to be sharp, right? So LaMelo Ball sees what's going on with Trae Young. He see what's going on with what's the guy, Ja Morant. They just got moved. And the reason why they got moved is the same reason why Melo would be getting moved. Like, you not playing basketball the way the game is supposed to be played. And the fact that he's accepting good coaching is a, that's a testament to him. That's good on his part, because he could act like a diva if he wants to, and act like Ja Morant, and he'll be out the league. People are now talking about Ja Morant may not even be in the league within the next 2 years, right? And here it is, not too long ago, they was talking about Ja Morant would be the face of the league. I don't know if Ja Morant was reading all this press and everything, but now it's to a point where they talking about if he don't get it together, he may not be in the league. So this right here was a wake up call for LaMelo Ball, and I think he's seen the writing on the wall, and he was like, "All right, I'm here. I got the skills to pull this off and take advantage of this opportunity. Learn how to play the game of basketball the way it's supposed to be played. All that, they just been letting him just run wild, shooting a whole bunch of crazy shots, and so that that's what this is all about in Charlotte, though. Like this coach is just like he just came and say, look, he cracked the whip and say, y'all not even playing basketball. And what Richard Jefferson said, they were underachieving. And you have a lot of teams in the NBA that are underachieving, um, and that's what can set you apart. Like the more you learn and the better you get at the game of basketball, like it just raises your performance on the court. And these guys just was, playing hero basketball. But it's getting the NBA. It's just like the NBA is turning it around. They getting back to playing basketball the way it's supposed to be played, and I still as like looking at them from a talent. I still don't see them as like one of the more talented teams in the East. They have to, they got some time. They got a ways to go before they start, making a push or being like one of the like top 3 or 4 teams in the league. They not up there yet, but they can head that way. They could get into the playoffs just by playing defense and rebounding the way they should be, just by protecting the basketball the way, that will make them more competitive and at least get them into the playoffs. But I don't think with the talent they have on the team, that they are like top 4 in the league. I mean, in the East. So, but they headed in the right direction, no doubt. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.